We are Jonty and Millie, and along with our kids, we look for the amazing wonders of our world, living in Singapore and exploring beyond. Welcome to Wanderlust. Hi everybody, we're here in Toa Payoh. I have wanted to do the Toa Payoh Heritage Trail for ages, mainly because of the dragon slides. I'm sad to say I've never seen them in real life, the real dragons in real life, and I will get to see them today.
Yeah.
So we just had a bit of Mr. Bean, some soy milk, and some of those bean pancake things, which are really nice.
Thanks,
Aston's got one, thanks. And we're going to go and see what we can find on this heritage trail. I love how this bit here is like tropical and grand, yet very local and humble, and it's beautiful. We're just walking over to look for block 117, where there is something very special to see apparently. So we're outside the town council for Toa Payoh and Bishan, and I just love that it's kind of vintage and retro, and I love these colours. It feels very tropical and very islandy, set amongst all these condos and HDB high-rise buildings, and it's just a beautiful contrast really. We are making our way, probably have been walking about 5 minutes, and we've probably got about 3 minutes to go, looking for this block 117.
One of the things that I love about Singapore communities is that there's always like play parks and community areas, outdoor gyms for members to get together and build a sense of community, which I find great. So you don't have to walk very far to find a great play area.
We're getting closer.
Rain, get out of me.
Millie and I would actually love to live in an HDB area like this. It's in the plans for the years to come. We're not ready yet. But when I walk through these environments, it just makes me feel happy, and I can't wait. It's going to be cool.
We've been wandering around block 117 for a little while trying to find this tree. I looked up a little bit more information, and actually in 2013 it was felled by a storm. The tree was really important in this area because when Toa Payoh was being built, the tree was already here, nothing else was. But mysterious things started happening to the workers. One of the workers passed away, and then the bulldozer stopped working, so the town council decided that they would divide the area and they would build around the tree, and the tree was here for a really, really long time. There was a Buddhist shrine at the bottom and a monk looked after it for many, many years, and then, as I said, it was felled by in a storm. There was a shrine built, but we've had a look around and I think it's probably gone by now. But yeah, an interesting little story for this area of Toa Payoh. You do just get used to Singapore's humidity and way too fast on a public path, having a little disco there, but just saying that you do get used to Singapore's weather and how hot it is. Last week I was in Bali. You can have a look at that episode, what I got up to, and the weather is still warm, but it was a lot less humid, and it was quite nice just to wander around and not be sweating. But now I'm back in Singapore and I'm feeling the heat today, even though it's been raining this morning. So we're just checking a map. We use routes.com, which has got loads of different heritage trails. So that's the map that we're following along today. Routes.sg, sorry.
One of the things we haven't had issues with before is the fact that the routes.sg maps aren't quite to scale. And I don't know whether it's because we're a little bit limited with time today, or I'm not sure what it is, but the not to scale today has caught us off guard a little bit, and we've just noticed that it takes us another 10 to 15 minutes to walk another kilometre to get to the 1973 Southeast Asia Games site here in Toa Payoh. But what we've been able to see is that from this bus stop here, we're only about 7 minutes away, so we are going to hop on a bus when it arrives. In the meantime, Aspen's looking for saga seeds, which she loves anyway, so we're still being able to have a wonderful time and find the wonder in what we're doing.
What did you find? How many have you got? Can I give you another one? Wow. I'm going to rescue the snail.
Yeah.
Oh, Abbas.
Abbas.
Let's go, go, go.
Abbas.
public transport in Singapore. We just hopped on the bus, hop off. They're always on time, which is great. So we are now heading off to the SEA Games area. I'm not really sure what's there. So we're going to go a little bit further. Aspen's on a bit of a go slow today. She's been hungry since the moment she finished her snack. But we'll find some lunch soon because there's always lunch available in Singapore. I like these shutters on the building. They look really nice.
While we're walking through this lovely neighbourhood of Toa Payoh, it was actually the second HDB community that was built, I think in the 60s, late 60s, 70s. And before that, well, Toa Payoh literally means like swamp area, so it was just a big swamp. That I guess they'd started to dry up and use some of the land a bit better in the 60s. There's some cool pictures around on the internet of it back then too, which is great. But one of the big issues that they had here, or not an issue, one of the things that they tried to do and they had to do is move a lot of people out of their kampongs and their little villages into these high-rise buildings, these HDB apartment blocks all around us, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that must have been quite a challenge to build and place people and everything like that. And then one of the problems they had with the area is that this was a very, very big drugs area. I think there's a lot of opium being dealt in this area, but that's obviously all tidied up nicely now. But yeah, we're just heading towards this lovely site of the SEAP. They added Peninsula to the name back then. Games from 1973, I think, and we're just approaching.
This here is where the SEAP Games were hosted. So now it's a library and shopping centre with a supermarket, but this would have been where the games were, and now there's this memorial left outside and this big wide open space. There's a little plaque over there, so we're going to have a look and see what more information we can find out.
Come through, Aspen.
Hiding out under here. I'm not sure where John T is, he might have been caught out in the rain. I was just reading a little bit more information, and when this place was built for all of the athletes, there was a block, several blocks built actually, to house the athletes. And the year before, in 1972, was actually where the Queen came to visit, one of the first housing blocks in Toa Payoh. Aspen, ready? Let's go.
Let's put my car over here. We thought we'd go and eat nearer to the dragon slides and playground. Obviously it's raining, so Aspen's not really going to have a chance to play in it. I still desperately want to see them, haven't seen them in real life. So we'll probably try to make our way there after lunch, but there's a place just here in the local neighbourhood which we love, things like that. So we can just have something to eat. So we're going to have some lunch.
Just read on this plaque that in the 70s this area was deemed full of secret societies, and even the police didn't want to come here, so it was a bit of a rough area. It doesn't look like that now.
Here we go, what about this, Aspen? This looks good. Does Aspen know what she wants to eat?
No, we're going to go and have a look.
Okay.
Aspen and I went to what we affectionately call the point shop. So you just point and ask what you want. Rice, meat and veggies. We both got that. Aspen got double veggies. We're going to share, I think it was $5.90, which is great. So we're going to sit here, have some lunch. Hopefully the rain will stop, and then we'll head off onto the Dragon Playground. Most places in Singapore you can pay with Pay Now, scanning a barcode, but this place is cash only, and we were $2 short, so Junti's gone off to try and find a cash point so that we can pay for the rest of his meal. But the lady working here was like, eat your food first and then you can come and pay after, so we're just going to wait till she gets back. But it looks like the rain has stopped, which is great. So yeah, I think Junti might be on his way back soon. I'm not sure how far he's got to go for a cash point. In Singapore you can only get money out of your cash point, whereas in the UK you can get money out of any cash point or ATM.
Let's go.
How far did you have to go?
Back to the train station, but I took some video, which you can see now. We get so used to doing electronic payments or barcode payments out here that we don't have enough cash, and now I've got to look for a cash point to pay for my lunch, which is like only $5, but I don't have $5 on me. I've got like some shrapnel, and that's it. So on the hunt for a cash point in Toa Payoh. So I found the cash point, which is all good, but while finding it, I've noticed what an incredibly vast community there is here in Toa Payoh, and it is just beautiful. There's people everywhere, there's lots of different shops for lots of different purposes, and it's huge. There's just so much around to see and to experience as well, which is wonderful. I'm going to head back now to Millie and Aspen, make my way through the crowds, and then head to go and see if we can find this dragon playground, which I'm just really looking forward to be able to see. The sun is out, and I'm hoping that the dragons are going to dry up a little bit so Aspen can have a go on the slides. But we're going to walk there. It will take about 7 minutes from where we are. We had a really, really good lunch, and we're excited. What are you tapping me?
Because he wants to go on the slides.
I'm not going on the slides. I just want to see them.
You want to go on the slides?
I don't mind.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind climbing through it a little bit. It'd be fun.
This walkway is really lovely. It's really symmetrical. There's like lampposts and trees down the middle with seating in the middle, and all the shops upside either side. Shutters. It's nice. I like walking down here. Milo is at a birthday party today, so it's just us three. Aspen is just taking her own little time.
Good to see it in real life. This is really cool. I don't know, I've got this thing about the playgrounds in Singapore. I don't know why. I love the fact that they were intentionally built to be able to blend children of different backgrounds and races, and I love the fact that as a dad, you know, wherever we go out there's always somewhere the kids can just stop off and play for a bit, and I love that this is vintage and it's been well looked after. I think Singapore modernises so quickly, and necessarily so sometimes. Things here are beautiful, a lot of the new buildings, but I think I just like that this is a little vintage one. It's been raining, so it'll probably be a little bit wet in here, but we're going to check it out anyway. You ready?
Daddy, you can go on.
I'll go on. This is so cool. I'm just stood, I guess, on the head of the dragon, which is great, and I just love the whole things like mosaic tiles, concrete slides. It doesn't sound comfy, but Aspen's slipping down and having some fun. I guess the concrete one doesn't get hot like the metal ones do, and strangely they've dried much quicker than we thought they would. All the other play parks that we passed on the way, and there were many, were all soaking wet, and this one's dried up, which is really, really cool. Aspen's having a bit of fun. We're in a rush today. We've got to go and get Milo. He's at a birthday party, so we've got to hurry up, but this is just lovely, and there's so much open space, green space nearby. I kind of wish I brought the drone, but there's always another day for that. Backside's too wide, Aspen. My butt doesn't fit. And my feet don't slide. It's quite disappointing. I wanted to slide down this slide. Come on! All this friction on my backside. Okay. I did it. I slid down.
Time for Mummy's turn.
Mummy's turn? Oh. Okay, she's got shorts on. This is not a slide. It's been such a nice day just wandering around here and just experiencing local life. I've loved it.
Yeah, we found some new shops, places that we want to come back to. So yeah, it's been nice going on this heritage trail. Although a couple of the items weren't actually there, it was still nice to learn about the history of some of the places here.
Absolutely, and for me the winner has just been the community of Toa Payoh, just walking around, experiencing what they've got going on, whether it's just the shops or just the buzz of people walking around. It's just so cool. But it's been a really, really great day. Hope you enjoyed joining us, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Bye!